Guys, welcome back. Today I will show you my first place DRAGONMAID deck profile with DRACOTAIL, of course. I won WCQ or World Championship Celebration. I don't know how it's called. Yep. Unfortunately, I cannot showcase the envelope yet because it hasn't arrived, which is unfortunate. But the main thing I want to showcase is the deck, which is the DRAGONMAID version, which I believe is the best right now. And yeah, I will explain why I think it's the best. I will show some combos, and honestly, you will decide for yourself. Like, I'm done explaining why I think this deck is the best in my opinion. So if you want to accept it, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine. Starting off strong, 3 chambers, 1 Sahremba. Chambers is the best searcher, and this is a very good extender. And also in the grind game, it's very good. The field effect is also nice, that protects your other monsters from destruction. Which doesn't really come up, but still it's good. This can also summon an extra deck monster in the battle phase, so that's nice if you have it in the graveyard. 3 Parlor, 1 Lorpar. You have to play Lorpar in order to make Parlor 1-card combo, which is unfortunate because this is not very good. But even if you see it in your hand, like, you can combo, and because it's a high level dragon and DRAGONMAID, you can get into SEO with some specific lines. Parlor does exactly the same thing as Chamber. So yeah. I mean, realistically, it does the same thing. It doesn't do exactly the same. This sends to the graveyard from the deck these cards, but you can send the fusion spell that you can add back, so it's basically the same. It's even better to play around roll, if someone plays the roll. 3/5 mana. Great in this deck, it can bridge you into Secretarian to go for both combos, and it can also dodge the hand traps on the normal summon, and after that you win the game. 3 Lucias, I feel like this is the best out of the DRAGONTAIL names that make you start your combo, and because it's a spellcaster, if you open this and Chamber, what you can do is normal, add Fimena, then go Secretarian, set Rahu or Ketu depending on your hand, and then summon the Chamber with Secretarian. I will showcase that later. 2 Mululu, because this deck runs plenty normal summons. It's not too much, honestly, because once you normal summon once, that's fine from you, because you can bridge into Secretarian and then you can summon the others. But Mululu is realistically the worst one, because it doesn't make Secretarian that often. And yeah, it's kind of tricky. Plus, you always get access to this with spheres, so you don't really need more Mululu. So that was an easy name to cut. I never needed the third one. One of each. Honestly, I could consider post-ban list running more of Urgulas, maybe more of Pans, but I don't know yet. Hand traps, Nibiru, As, Fuga, these are standard in every deck I will play. Magnamut, because we have a lot of Yamis in our locals, and I played against 2 today and in the World Championship Celebration. So Magnamut was very good. And I play 3 Effect Veilers because Effect Veiler is good in the mirror match to hit Arthelion, which is nice. It's not the best hand drop, but I still needed something for the mirror match, not being Bell. I feel like Veiler is better than Bell, so that's why I played it. Plus, it's Spellcaster. Ketu Rahu, standard. I play 1 Hospitality, 1 Changeover. Changeover is amazing. It's sort of like the King of the Swamp package that you can add a Polymerization. You can do that with the DRAGONMAID, and Polymerization twice is very, very good. Call by the Grave, why not? And the traps. Extra deck. I play 1 Sail, which is the boss monster of the deck. It's an Omnigate that can also special summon from the graveyard and or hand. And then you negate, after that you summon House. I play 2 House because there are a lot of scenarios when you need to. For example, if you open only dragons with Fimena and DRAGONMAID, if you get impermanence, you have to go into House to dodge it. And if you summon the House and after you summon Seo, then you cannot negate because you don't have a legal target in your extra deck. And House is pretty good, honestly, to have 2 of them. Filler Aegis is amazing, specifically in this deck, because you can make it with Lady if you already have House, Seo. So yeah, it's very, very good. Lady, best fusion monster of the extra deck. I will showcase the combos later. Extender plus making your boss monster is always nice. As per usual, 3 Arthelion, 1 Gulamel. You don't really need more of these. You just need 1 to make your combo. And after that, you're always going into Arthelion or Filial Ages. Secretarian Mysterion. Mysterion was MVP, especially today. Today was not the World Championship celebration, but I played against 2 Yamis and 1 Melodius, and I used it against Melodius to banish their whole field, so that was nice. Secretarian is always a good extender. I treat this more as an extender than the floodgate for the mirror, because even the mirror, it's not that great. You have a lot of ways to play around this, if you know what you are doing at least. Star Source, the most cuttable out of the fusions, but still very good, I think, in my opinion. It can get you out of difficult scenarios where you can pop more than 1 card, because your Dragon Maids are light and dark, so you can pop 2 of these. Striker, I don't play Blue Eyes, for the reason of if I start the Chamber into Hospitality, which I will show you as the combo later, this can beat Retaliating Sea and Spirit cannot. Although I did need Spirit once today, but it was only once in like 20 games, so that is fine. SP Little Knight and Spheres. Side deck. I played 3 Bankertops. Honestly, I never saw them. I don't know how good this card is. I tried to test it, I never saw it, so I can't give feedback for it. Theoretically, it's good. The best is Phantasmi by far, especially against Yami, putting a body that can protect your monsters from targeting and drawing a lot of cards, plus being a dragon. What more do you need? This is amazing. 3 Fenris for going first, just for Retaliating Sea and Contact Sea. Honestly, the Dragon Maid specifically doesn't really lose to Retaliating Sea, because you have a lot of ways to fusion summon before you activate a spell card, but you still need something for going first, and I figured that Fenris is pretty good. I opened it against Yami today and won me the game. So yeah, honestly, nice. Play 2 Droll, trash card, I guess, and 2 Dark Ruler to evenly. 2-2. This for Vanquish because it was pre-ban list, of course, and 2 Dark Ruler for Christian. So that is a deck. Let me showcase some combos. Okay, so now let's show you the combos. And before I do, I want to mention that 2 of my students managed to top the regional. One of them actually won the regional with this list. Actually, it was only 1 card difference, but it's still almost exactly the same. So you know this works, okay? And I'll show you why the combos are so good. The first combo is gonna be the 1 card combo with any of the Dragon Maids. Both of them end on the exact same thing. Arguably, Parlor in the 1 card combo is a bit better, but Chamber in most scenarios is better when you open 5 cards, because when you have Femena, Chamber is stronger because you can add Hospitality. So when you fusion with Chamber to dodge the impermanence, you still have the Hospitality that can reborn Chamber without needing to link summon. So that's why I think Chamber is the strongest normal in most realistic scenarios. But yeah, let me show you. Assume it's Chamber, okay? Normal summon Chamber, you activate the effect, search Hospitality. You have to link off for Striker Dragon. Hospitality, summon Chamber. In game 2, if they activate Retaliating Sea, now you have SP to banish the Retaliating Sea, and you still have 4 cards to combo with the Dragon Tails, and SP can dodge a Veiler or Impermanence, so this is pretty strong for just 1 card combo. You dump the Sahemba, you banish both of them, summon Lady, and now you can go Lady. We dump Parlor. You summon Parlor, and with Parlor we can dump the Fusion spell. So now what you are gonna do is link off into Spheres and pass the turn. On your opponent's standby phase, Lady will trigger. You will use these 2 from the banished to summon Seu. Seu is an Omnigate that can also special summon in the standby phase, so you are gonna summon Parlor and you will activate Parlor effect. And you're gonna dump Lorpar. So let me explain what is gonna happen now. You activate the Seu negate, so that's one interruption, and you summon house. Assume your opponent normal summons a capsule or something, right? You activate spheres, and you return Parlor to the hand, not their monster. Because now what's gonna happen is chilling one spheres, chilling to his house, these chain block each other, so now this cannot get Ash Blossom. You pop their monster instead of bouncing, which is better. And now with spheres, you're gonna summon a Mululu. So now you have a Omnicate, a Pop, and Mululu fusion. Depending on the game state, you can either go for either one of these. Assume it's Gulamel. Chilling 1 is Gulamel, chilling 2 will be. Chilling 1 is Mululu, chilling 2 will be Gulamel. So now with one card, you get Omnigate, Pop, Negate, Follow Up, and one Pop with Gulamel, which is pretty strong for this format. Obviously, the synergy is shown after the 2 and 3 card combos. Let's assume you have Parlor. By the way, for the whole video, every time I say Parlor or Chamber, the same thing is true for the other chamber, the other Dragonmaid. Both of them do the exact same thing. This can search fusion with dumping it to the graveyard and adding it back, and Chamber can do that on summon, so it's the exact same. And let's say you have a Dragontail name. Now you can do two things. If it's Lucius, you can normal Lucius and search 5 mana to go into Secretarian. Triggering Lucius, setting a spell. Now Secretarian can summon Parlor. Parlor will activate the effect. Tapping Lorpar with Parlor into Lady effect, summon Chamber, trigger the Chamber, grab yourself a nice changeover. Now we can activate Ketu and search ourselves Urgula. So, what you can do now is activate changeover, fuse either with these two, or you can fuse with Lady as well. It doesn't really matter. And because you use a dragon within the high level dragon, you go into Seu, you are gonna trigger the Urgula to set a Rahu. Now, depending on your hand, you can activate changeover to add back changeover and chamber, or you can go into spheres. Obviously, if you're playing a Dragontail mirror match, you leave this on the field. But yeah. After that, you go Urgula, return 5 mana, and then you go Rahu. With Rahu, you're gonna send a Dragontail Pan to the graveyard and 5 mana. You're gonna go Arthelion 1, target 3 mana, Pan and 5 mana 2 and 3. You're gonna set the trap cards, and you're gonna add yourself back the 3 mana. The reason we dump Pan here is because when we spheres into Mululu, then if they somehow destroy it, our fusions, Pan can resummon the Mululu for next turn, which is something to note. You could also dump Urgula if you have another Dragontail name in hand, in your starting hand, but because this is a 2-card combo, we're doing that. So, opponent's Thumb phase. Seu triggers, summoning back Lady. Now Lady triggers. You can fusion with Lorpar from the Banished and Arthelion into Philia Rages. So now let me explain what's gonna happen. You activate spheres. Spheres can summon the Mululu, or you can summon a Magnamut because you have Philia Rages. Depending on your hand, obviously, because you're gonna draw 2 more with the traps, and you still have 3 more cards in your hand, so depending if you already have mana materials, you can summon a Mululu. This time we bounce the opponent's monster. Assume Seu negated, and you summon House. What you can do now is Philia Rages, bounce Mululu, and that triggers house as well. So after one bounce and an Omni Gate and Destroy, you get a banish and now a destruction from house. You still have 2 traps into draw 2, and you have 5 mana with Mululu and whatever other monster you have into Arthelion, Gulamel, or if all of them are being used, and assume you have literally 0 monsters, which is never gonna happen in this deck, but assume you have 5 spells in your hand somehow, you can go into the second house and you can trigger the Mululu to negate another monster. That's plenty of good interruptions. Obviously, Lady next turn can raise summon the Seo, Seo can summon Chamber, Chamber can add Hospitality, and you win the game. Let me show you another combo with Chamber and 2 Dragontail names. It doesn't really matter. Let's assume it's Pan and Mululu, because these are the quote-unquote wars to open. You have 2 options. You can either go and do the first 1-card combo I showed, that is gonna get you the fusion later, or if you really want to play around hand traps and assume you have more hand traps, like if you have 2 hand traps, meaning your endboard is gonna be stronger either way, what you can do is add changeover right now, activate changeover, fuse with the 2 names into Arthelion, trigger everything. Arthelion always has selling 1 to play around Ghost Bell, set the spells, and what you can do is change over, take back Chamber, then change over with Arthelion and Chamber into Seo. So now, meaning both of these were resolved now, because you have the Omni Gate for us Blossom, and that basically means that you're gonna have the Dragontail endboard with both traps and 2 hand traps in your hand. But yeah, you can also do the 1-card combo with the 2 other names, with Chamber adding Hospitality. As I explained, the previous line was to play around the hand traps if you're really afraid of them. Like, if you think you are losing to Ash Blossom on Hospitality, then okay, take changeover. And also, this plays better going second. You add changeover to break the board. So, yeah. We go Hospitality. Tapping that one, link off again. Into Lady. Lady is gonna give us Parlor. Parlor will dump the fusion, but this time you're gonna add back the fusion with Parlor. You're gonna activate changeover for these 2 into Arthelion, getting this back, setting Rahu Ketu. Then you go into Spheres because you're not locked yet. Activate Ketu, go search 5 mana, then Rahu. Obviously, if you get stopped here because you didn't play around the hand traps, that's still fine. You have 5 mana with 2 other names. If it's Lucius, then you can go Secretarian, add anything you want, and obviously set the traps. If it's not Lucius and it is these 2, then you have, sorry for the glare by the way, you have 2 more interruptions in the form of the dragons. So whatever scenario you get yourself in, you're still gonna have a lot of interruptions. So yeah, now you go Gulamel, and don't special summon the Arthelion right now, because you need the space, to be honest. Set both traps, activate Turgula, return 5 mana, and now you have 5 mana with at least one of these, if you are going to do that line. On your opponent's turn, you are going to activate Lady, putting back the banished Dragonmaid into Seo. Seo will trigger. Actually, no. We can also trigger it summoned from the hand if we want. And Parlor, let's say it's summoned an attack for horn your own monster sometimes. Go and tap Lorpar. Now, obviously, you have the same interaction, but if you want to use Spheres first, you absolutely can. You can even summon Urgula if you have Mululu in your hand. So 5 mana can use all these 3 monsters for Aphelion and get 3 destruction effects basically. Then if you use Seu and you summon House, you can horn your own monster, draw a card, trigger House to pop, or you can bounce your opponent's monster depending on their combo. Gulam will pop, you have a flame, draw and negate a spell. 5 mana with the dragons into Arthelion, pop, negate, add back. And yeah, you still have you still have 4 other cards in your hand because you had 2 originally, and you are drawing 2 more. So you have at least 1 hand drop mathematically. And yeah, I mean, this combo, this deck is so insane. It can even play through the interruptions very well because of changeover, because of chamber. Sehremba is a very nice extender, lady. You're also playing a lot of hand traps. Magnum turns into a hand trap and an extender and a combo enabler. The hand traps are really strong against most matchups. So yeah, this deck is very, very fun. Please give it a try. It's very complicated to play, for sure. Okay, you're not gonna win every game right from the start. It's very complicated to pilot, even for me, and I made that deck. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments what you think about the deck, and don't forget to like and subscribe.